Okay, boys and girls, it is time to start our journey into photography, or what I like to say, having fun and being creative with a camera. So, what is photography? Well, quite simply, photography is about expressing yourself through your camera. It is a fine art. Other forms of fine arts include writing poetry, playing an instrument, drawing, painting, sculpting. So, photography is just like all of those in that you express yourself with the camera. What makes a good photograph? There are millions and billions of photographs on the internet and elsewhere, but which ones are good? Well, obviously, the ones that are good are the ones you like. So every person has a different opinion. They say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But generally, good photography does follow some basic principles. And I want to teach you those principles in this unit. Two of the most important principles that we will be exploring are light and composition. The camera has to have light in order to take a picture. You cannot take a picture in pure darkness. But the question is, from where should the light come? Should it be behind you? Should it be in front of you? And composition refers to the way that you frame your subject. If you can imagine a frame going around your picture, you have a choice where that frame is and where your subject is in the picture. So should your subject be in the center, off to one side, up high, down low? We're going to talk about all these things in this unit, and you're going to learn by doing how to frame your picture, how to compose it, and where the light should be. Basically, light should illuminate or light up your subject in an appealing way. And the composition should draw the viewer's attention to the most important thing that you are trying to show in your picture. So that's it. Two very simple ideas, and now you're ready to take some awesome pictures. Before we get into that, though, I would like to show you some of my own photos so that I can point out some of what I think are valuable information. First, you have to put yourself in the right place at the right time to take a good photograph. For example, this shot, I was literally lying on the ground looking up at the underside of these flowers, just for a unique angle, for something different, rather than taking the picture from the top down, which is what most people do. This is a picture where I put the camera as close to my own backyard lawn as I could and just snapped the shutter. And I had no idea that this entire world of dewdrops on the spider webs was in there. Pretty cool. And don't forget, when you're taking pictures, to turn around and look behind you, because this is what happened one day when I was out walking with my dog Bart. I just turned around, and there he was in perfect shot of him on the ridge, right in between the ridge and the clouds, like that. Or like this one. I know you must be laughing right now, or maybe you're grossed out a little bit, but I was taking pictures of this cat sitting on my lawn in the front, and right when I took the picture, the cat decided to shake his head super fast, and they do it so perfectly and rotated in such a perfect circle right here, this circle right here, that his one eye stayed in place and he looks like a strange monster or something. But I promise you, I didn't want the picture to turn out like that. It was just being in the right place at the right time. And always remember to look up just every so often, because you never know what you're going to see. Like clouds. Clouds can make excellent photographs. You can see different shapes, different lights and shadows. It's all very wonderful up in the sky, so don't forget to look up. And water. Anytime you see water, it can be especially mysterious and cool, because you know that water reflects things and you can capture really interesting stuff. Like this is a picture of a stream very near my house. See the way the water is making ripples right here and right here? This is a picture I took of a stream in the mountains where the sun was glaring right down on the stream that was only about 4 inches deep, and I turned it into a black and white shot. So this is what would be called an abstract photograph because it's just a crazy pattern, but it was made by water and light and the sand on the bottom of that stream bed. Here's another picture of water. Just beautiful colors and textures in there that you can't find anywhere else. Okay, and sometimes the greatest beauty can be found in nature. I know a lot of you are going to want to take pictures of people, and I personally just enjoy taking pictures of nature a lot. So here are some good ones, like the monarch butterfly. And there's a picture of the mountains where I like to go hiking and running up there and take my dogs. It's a beautiful day there, very clear. Here's a picture I took at the Huntington Gardens, which is a beautiful place to go. You can see all kinds of beautiful trees and flowers there. And here's a picture I took also in the mountains. Notice how the light, we talked about light before. See how the light is coming in from the left on the top up here? And then coming down and hitting the water. So nature is definitely a good subject for photography. And this is another picture I took in the Sierra Nevada mountains and turned it into a black and white photo. I think it's very dramatic in black and white. Look how dark the sky is up here. There's wispy clouds. I love the sky. And my other favorite type of photography are close-ups, and I'm going to want you guys to take a close-up photo also for this project, for our photography unit. Okay, here's a picture of just one blade of grass in my front yard right after the sprinklers had come on. And I just caught this picture. See how you can even see the blade of grass through the water drop right here and also right here? See how it's magnifying that blade of grass? It's an interesting effect. And notice right here in this water drop, you can see all the grass reflected in that water drop right there. And here's a picture of a dragonfly. Notice how you can see all the texture of his wings and even the gossamer out here on the ends. But notice how that's out of focus, and I tried to keep this part in focus. And look at all the scales on his back. This one doesn't need much explaining. Just up and close with a beautiful flower. And this one too. Notice again where the light is coming from, boys and girls. It's coming from up top and behind the flower, which sort of shines through the petals and gives it an interesting effect. And here's a picture of a daisy, just a normal daisy, just very, very close up. So don't be shy to get close to your subjects as we go through this unit. And sometimes you just have to hunt for that special light to put yourself in the right light, at the right angle, or in the shadow, or at the right time of day, and you'll discover stuff like this. Sunset over the hills near my house. Or sunset at the beach. Now you may be wondering where all these unique and interesting colors come from, boys and girls, and we're going to be working with some software where we can take our pictures and we can modify what the photographs look like to make interesting colors and effects like this photograph has. This one has been highly processed after I took the picture. And this one doesn't need much explaining, just sunset at the beach. But look at all the clouds. Oops, sorry about that, boys and girls.